Good evening, everybody. Lovely day for another live stream. Hello, Jacob.
Hello, hello. Yeah, another live stream. Hopefully Sydney play a bit better than last time. And
Hopefully they do.
you know,
Just you and I tonight. Little two-person stream.
it is, yeah. Well, better than nothing. So
I don't know what everyone else is doing on Sydney FC's biggest game in their history.
yeah, it's a bit of a poor turnout.
What's it like in the stadium? Do we know?
Doesn't look great.
Oh no,
honest. No, it's there's a lot of empty seats.
wow.
Yeah.
I don't know what was like a realistic expectation for this game even.
It's got like you'd hope for at least more than six, right? But it's looking like
yeah.
it might not even be that, to be honest, with how empty it is.
Really? Jeez, I would have hoped they get 10 plus, like easily.
I don't know, maybe I'm just like miscalculating based on the size of the stadium or something, but it doesn't look close to a third field.
Interesting. All right. Well, we'll have to pay close attention to that. Hello to everyone tuning in. Okay, let's get the socials going as well. Get the retweets. Lado's in here saying, "Come on, Sydney." Do really hope that they can get the job done.
Yep. Well, I was literally just saying beforehand, we were talking about the European Champions League, and the two games this morning between Dortmund and Barcelona and Aston Villa and PSG both run very close by the teams that had a deficit to catch up on. So
True.
there's inspiration there for Sydney to take and try and get a result over the line. It's only 3 goals. It's only 3 goals.
It's only 3 goals. Look,
they're
I think
capable of it.
I think they can definitely win this game. Whether it'll be enough to get over the line is another question. Joe K's in the chat saying, "Quiet night in the world of football, lads." Mate, the first, honestly, as soon as I saw the news, because I've had a little bit of dealing with the PFA, and so straight away I'm thinking, like, there's no way that there's clearly not been like any communication between the two parties here. I wonder if they've agreed to this or there's been conversation at all, but clearly there hasn't been. So yes, look, from what I understand, they have a signed CBA. So unless they agree to change that, it's kind of in the PFA's hands, really. Sam's in here saying Sydney commute at least 3 hours, right? Give him a chance. I don't understand that, to be honest. Blinker's in here as well, though. Hello, mate. I hope you're all well. It is a big night. We're seeing the teams walk out here. I just realised I left my headphones. I have to go reach for them.
Good job. Well, he's gone, everybody. Put your comments down about how good I am compared to Lockie.
Well, I can still hear you the whole time. I need my AirPods so I can listen to the stream. So I don't get the cross-contamination of the audio going.
The interesting thing about the this announcement from the APL with regards to the salary cap and stuff, and then like the PFA, like, yeah, you're spot on there. There's a lack of communication. And didn't the PFA recently come out, I'd say, or it might have been quite a while ago actually, when the Oz Championship was in discussion, that they felt there was a lack of communication between everybody and the PFA. Like they felt like they were never being consulted on any decisions.
They do say that a lot, to be fair.
I mean, they seem to have been proven right in this case.
Yeah, it does happen a fair bit. They've complained with like FIFA and the AFC as well.
Yeah.
There's plenty of parts of the world, including in Europe and the UK, where a lot of people believe that the players' union shouldn't have as much impact as what they do. So they're still fighting to get attention, I guess.
Yeah.
Fans stuck in Sydney traffic. Jeez, you
I
hope
mean,
so.
it is a work night. It is a work night.
Yeah, but come on, we're in a continental semi-final here. Blinker says, hope Sydney bag an early one would really set up the match.
Agreed.
I think 1 goal in the first half, and then as long as if they have a first half lead, I think you can feel good about them going into the second.
They've just got to have something right to hang their hat on.
Yeah.
Because I mean, after that first game, it was a pretty poor performance outside of the last, about 15 minutes, where they had a few of those chances. Segachich in particular, we couldn't put them away. So,
yeah.
yeah, they'll be looking for something to start off strongly and carry forwards because there's not a lot to come, to bring forwards from that first game.
So an interesting question before the game was what's going to happen with Adrian Segacic, right? Because he's been in blinding form recently and obviously scored his 2 goals on the weekend. And I think the question was going to be if Klimala wasn't fit, then he's like just an easy inclusion. You play Lolly up top again. But Klimala's in and Segacic and Lolly and Costa are in. So I reckon Segacic is probably at the 10 and Caceres is dropping back in the 6 alongside it. Who's actually playing? Is it centre in the base of midfield?
So you've got me there. I don't know. I haven't looked at the lineup.
But it's all 4 of those players.
Yeah, centre.
Centre, yeah. So Leo centre and Caceres at the base of midfield. So his versatility helps there. G'day, Clutch. Good morning, probably, I think, to you. I should probably plug in my laptop as well. Be awkward if the game just left me. That would find it quite hard to provide commentary on it if I can't see it. All right, 90 minutes. Oh, yeah, Jesus, not many people there, is there? All right, we're underway. Clock, bang. Nailed it. 3 a.m. bright and early. To be fair, we're getting up early tomorrow morning as well, aren't we, Jacob? So
we are.
We feel you.
Massive game.
We've got 2 massive games in front of us. Of course. 2 massive games.
A big, 12 hours of football it's going to be.
It is.
I think the thing that I'm with tomorrow morning, it's I have to work afterwards. It's that's going to be a long day.
When is Ange's second leg as well? That's this Friday? Because that could be literally his last game in charge. I think if he loses it, he's gone the next morning.
Friday.
Friday morning.
Well, I think he knows he's gone regardless, right? With the comments he's been making recently.
I don't know. He just looks a bit kind of out of kilter.
Yeah. Well, he's saying even winning the Europa League isn't going to save his job at this point. I think he's acutely aware of the situation he's found himself in now, which we all could have told him before signing for Tottenham, but
that team, Mr. Levy's team.
It's just inbuilt culture at that club of embracing being awful.
Sam's asking who's more likely to score 3 goals, Sydney FC or Madrid.
Hopefully Sydney.
There's just something scary about going to the Bernabeu for a second leg. It doesn't matter what the scoreline is. I think our players have it in them to get a result. Saw that in the home leg. It's there's just the opportunity for something weird to happen. And I don't like that. It's like a weird referee call or one of the Madrid players pulls out free kicks like Declan Rice did, there's just that chance that something just you can't account for is going to happen. And it's, I'm much more nervous heading into this one than I was heading into the home leg. I completely disagree. I'm feeling quite comfortable,
really?
Probably naively. I feel much more comfortable now that we have a 3-goal lead. All right. Oh, go on, Sega. Let's pay a little bit of attention to this one, shall we? So how are they setting up? It looks like Sega in the middle.
Yeah, he's playing much more central, that's the crazy thing about Segacic, right? It's he's scored 12 goals this season. We've mentioned obviously that a lot of them are coming off the bench, but the other thing is that, positionally, he's played just about everywhere in the final third and in the middle of the park as well. He's just such a versatile player. He can be a threat from anywhere. So, I think it's a good thing for Sydney to be able to have that versatility and change things up, because what they had in that first game, we saw they couldn't really get the ball moving very well. And obviously, the conditions, the pitch, all that sort of stuff that comes into it as well. But, maybe having that threatening player coming centrally might just add a little bit to their game that they didn't have in that first leg and give them something to look for moving forwards.
Sure.
But it looks like a pretty standard back three setup for the most part, which Talay has done a lot, especially when you've got that double pivot ahead of them. It just gives you those options when you're trying to beat the press to just keep a bit of space, control possession a little bit longer. Because I think that's the thing as well, right? Is Talay has throughout the season tried to pivot away from being super transitional, especially in attack, because of those defensive problems that arise from that. So seeing sort of a back through the double pivot, just that opportunity to control possession and slow the game down a little bit more. It's a smart move, but obviously they need to get the ball up the other end and score in this one. So we'll see how it works out.
All right, Paletti. Calm your jets. Need to change the scoreboard lock. You should have the game score and aggregate score in separate sections. Have a great stream. Thank you. My ability with these graphics is limited as it is. You have no idea how much time it took me just to get.
We've seen him forget to turn the clock on before, so
I mean, to be fair, it's not something. Anyway, I had briefly thought about attempting to try and learn how to do that. And I quickly decided that would not be worth my time.
Not worth, yeah.
So we're at 2-0. Lion City Sailors 2-0 up. Hopefully everyone can understand that aggregate score line. We are 0-0 on the night, of course, currently. But plenty of work to do.
Again in transition here, though, Sydney looking a little bit open, even with that back three.
What's your what time are you at? Oh, Kamala.
I think you must be miles behind me. Just gone 6 minutes.
Oh, I'm 25 seconds behind you.
Jeez. All right, I'm gonna hit pause.
But it's just gonna reset because it's 10 play. Yeah, I've just seen David Ishmael's clean that up.
No, it's pause. It should be fine. Let me know when you get to about 6 minutes.
Does it not just as soon as you click play, just reset to the live part?
I don't think so. We'll see. We'll find out.
I'm at 6:10.
I am now 6:15, so it's a little better.
Okay, all right. That'll be all right. That'll be fine.
Like 5 seconds is better than 25. If you're listening to us 10 play, I doubt you would be, but have a watch along feature where you can share a link with somebody and then you can watch at the same time.
That would be nice.
All streaming services should have that, to be honest, but
aren't there some like Chrome applications that'll do it for you?
probably, but that means using Chrome.
To be fair, I'm with you now. I'm full on Safari now that I got my Mac.
Your Safari, no, I love Firefox so much. Other browsers are available.
Other browsers. Foul. Oh, not that way.
I have noticed now they're showing us replay. Klimala's been making a lot of those runs already, where he's trying to, it's sort of that diagonal, shallow run between the two centre backs.
He's good at
to
that,
try and
yeah.
open the space. Yeah, and he's doing it a lot this game, whereas we didn't really see it in that first leg. So, and it's clear that the midfielders have been instructed to look for that pass as well.
He's got a lot of A-League goals from that.
Yeah,
like being into that 45-degree angle and finishing across the face. He's done that fairly often.
I think it really works well against A-League defenders as well, because
They're slow.
we've seen this. Well, they're slow, but I think we've seen this across the board this season as well. Is that they're quite passive, and they would prefer to let their man run off them into what they think is a lesser goal scoring opportunity, which is obviously running essentially diagonally away from the goal, like he does, and then to play off of that. But what his movement just opens it up a lot more for him, and the defenders can't quite deal with it.
I wonder what the instruction is from Talay. Like, you for the first 45 minutes, maybe you're just playing your football. And then if we still get to that point and it's 0-0 or even
Then
wait
you
for a
hit the
down a
panic
goal,
button. Yeah.
then we'll talk about some, other moves. And does he actually tell them what that is pre-game? Do they train it or do they just...
You'd have to. It would be pretty foolish in such an important game. Great move here from... Is this Caceres on the ball now? Coming inside.
Oh, off the post.
Good hit. Yeah.
Credited with the save for a corner. It's a good start.
That was a good move from him there. Took his man on. Noticed the space. Bang. Have a hit, son. Yeah.
Have a hit, son.
That was actually a save. That's a very good save as well.
Yeah.
Gets nice on low to it.
Oh, yeah. Good touch. Sneaking in.
Goal! Yes! Come on.
Oh my God, how has that gone in? I mean, it's a great start for Sydney. It's a weak header from Ryan Grant that's then just been deflected back to Jordan Courtney Perkins. But they won't care. That's 2-1.
That's massive.
Let me get my goals out. That's a very good start. That is exactly what they needed.
That's big. That's big. Never thought I'd see the day where I'm celebrating a Sydney FC goal, but...
For the coefficient, Jacob.
For the coefficient.
For the coefficient.
For the... Oh, actually, there might be an offside here.
Oh, Segicic is offside.
Yeah.
Yep, he will be.
Yeah. I think he kind of knew it as well.
There is VAR, right?
There. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, no goal. Oh, dear. I'm not even going to wait for the confirmation. I'm going to rub that one out myself.
Yeah. They've looked way more lively already in this first 10 minutes than they did in the whole 90 in the last one, though.
That's true.
Definitely promising signs.
Offside. Well, turns out you still haven't celebrated a Sydney FC goal.
Still haven't celebrated a Sydney FC goal, so there you go.
Damn.
The drummer at the front there looked like something out of the Matrix.
They got
black
4
jacket,
of them.
black glasses, yeah.
They got 4 drummers. That's insane. 4 travelling drummers.
Wait till you see the size. I was telling you before, the size of this flag that they've brought. Well, at least the flagpole. It's about 4 meters long. This thing's enormous. Don't know how they got it on a plane.
It's a big flag. All right, a let off for the Sailors. Still hold their 2-goal lead. I know we're a very Australian-centric view, obviously, but this is like a ridiculous run from Lion City as well.
Yeah, massively so.
Like, as much as we say it'd be cool for Sydney to host a final, imagine Lion City hosting a final.
Yeah. And a Lion City who a couple of weeks ago were, as far as we were concerned, dead and buried in the competition.
They should have been out. They were 6-1 down and they got a reprieve and they've taken full advantage of it so far.
And I think the worrying thing for Sydney is that obviously Lion City were able to then in that second leg shut the game down and hold on, which is exactly what they need to do here. So
yes, but the 6-1 leg was the away leg for them.
That is true.
So their away record is significantly worse. And I think that has a lot to do with the conditions and the pitch that they played on in Singapore as well. So
yeah,
there's plenty of reasons to say that Sydney should be on the front foot and be encouraging here. Shelma saying, I thought I'd miss yet another early goal this season. I think my tally is up to 6 or 7 between both Australian national teams and both victory teams. That is the... I remember... I took my girlfriend to her first Matildas game when they were here playing, I think it was Chinese Taipei, late last year or early this year. I can't even remember. And we were late and we got to Amy Park after the first 2 goals had scored. And then I think there was maybe 1 or 2 others late on the game, but they were the first 2 were the best ones. And it's just, I hate showing up to sport late.
It was the inaugural FFA Cup final, 2014, Adelaide against Perth. I remember my dad and I went down to the bar to get some drinks, and that's when Adelaide scored, and it was the only goal of the game.
Only goal. Yeah.
We had to watch it through a tiny little TV on the side next to the bar.
So that's the thing with football as well. It's such high stakes.
Yeah.
If you go on a game at AFL, it's you miss 1 goal, sure, whatever.
There'll be another 10.
Yeah, exactly. on Rhino. Any chance you can try pause for another like 4 seconds?
I can give it. What are you at?
130, 13, 35, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 41, 42, 43.
Okay. All right. I think we're about even now.
All right, sick. Nice job.
It might be like a couple of seconds, and I will try and hold off on.
Nah, it's okay. Just go for it. Oh, good ball. Go on, Costa. Oh, rinsed him. Oof.
That was a very hard hit ball.
Oh, and then Lolly just duffs
And
him.
then just, yeah.
That's another thing, Shelma. You can't leave for the last quarter of a game. No matter what sport you're in, you got to see the whole finish.
Yeah. At the NFL game I went to, they actually closed the exits with like
What?
5 minutes to go.
Are you allowed? Is that legal?
I don't know, but that's what they did.
You are not allowed to leave.
Yeah. I think the idea was
foul.
that they had like traffic management plans and stuff in place for people leaving the ground and the way they were going to like go about it and stuff. And probably so they could get adequate numbers of staff outside of the ground to then deal with all the people that would be leaving. But yeah, it doesn't sound legal, does it?
Oh, I've got to post my TikTok. That's what I have to do. Costa ball in. Corny Perkins again. All right. Bang. Let's see how that goes. Oh, no.
Look at that flagpole. Look at that. That's huge. Look at
That
how
is a bit,
huge that
yeah, I
is.
see it now. That is a big flag.
That's enormous.
Yeah, you're right, Shelma. Yesterday's Champions League games in Europe were pretty good. I don't know, this doesn't read too much differently to last week so far for me. Sydney still have a lot of possession.
Yeah, I think they've looked more threatening with the possession. That's the thing
Probably.
that's been different. So they've had a few chances already. Caceres with his the disallowed goal. It's already 2 more than they had in the first 17 in the last leg. So that's a great switch.
Good ball. They've been doing that a lot. Those crosses, like intentionally not landing them in the 6-yard box, just pumping them long.
Well, is it intentional or are do they just have terrible crossing technique?
I don't know. I think the way they're absolutely hoofing it, they're deliberately trying to shift the defense with it rather than actually try to score from that ball.
The pitch doesn't look great, does it? Ugh. I know there were complaints about it on the weekend, but
Yeah, I mean, that's Sydney Football Stadium this time of year, isn't it?
yeah.
Ban the rugby. Ban the NRL.
Ban it. Yeah.
Thanks, Joe Lolly.
That's a very good ball.
Go on, Douglas.
Whoa.
That's a good ball. Wow.
Nobody on the end of it.
No, it's good though. Like
Look
you
at how
can't
much
play like
space
this
he's in there.
and not
Whoa.
score. Yeah, that was good from Ryan Grant.
I just don't understand the thinking there. You've got the most threatening player on the pitch, and you're just leaving him in an
Well,
acre
it's the
of
run
space.
from Grant, right? Like
Yeah.
Grant cuts inside and just the defender completely takes the bait.
Yeah.
Got Cigar.
Ooh.
Ooh. You see, you can't play like this for 90 minutes and not score a goal. There's no way they don't score. And as soon as they score one, they're going to have time to score another. I believe. We could be going to extra time, though. I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, goodness. Okay.
I'm just in an optimistic mood today. You know,
So
I'm trying to carry that through
optimistic.
to the morning.
Extra time is optimistic, is it?
I've just seen Rory McIlroy win the Masters, win the career Grand Slam, and I'm just
Not even get started on that again.
I'm in an optimistic sporting mood at the moment. These last few days, anything can happen. Anyone
mean
else
it
watch the Masters on the weekend? Not
you
asking
are,
you, Jacob. Don't worry.
Yeah, that's sad indictment on the state of your life if that's what you decided to spend your weekend doing.
Mate. I honestly, I feel empathy for you that you weren't able to experience the joy of what that tournament is.
The joy of watching golf is a crazy thing to say. I can understand playing. I've
I will be playing golf
before.
twice this weekend.
I've played golf before. I can understand the appeal to playing it. I cannot for the life of me understand the appeal to watching it.
I watch weekends at majors. That's the golfer that I watch. 4 times a year.
Whoa.
Oh, that's a ball over the top.
Well saved.
Well done, Devonish Muse.
That was a very threatening opportunity there. Very reminiscent of how they scored against Sydney. That second goal in the first leg. A little ball over the top.
Oh. Almost a good intercept. All right, about what are we? Almost halfway through the first half. First quarter done. Oh, jeez. Yeah, he was on, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm. That was terrible marking. Who was that? Courtney Perkins? Got caught out there? Or Popovich?
I think it was Courtney Perkins, yeah.
Yeah. Just nowhere near him.
Have fun with that one, Joe. Jeez. Oh, go. Pace.
Oof. It's a good recovery.
And a lot of golf haters in the chat.
They're all on my side, Lockie. Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Why has he gone and jumped over that? What's...
He clearly thought someone was coming in behind it. Oh, dear.
And they're in
Now we
transition
break.
again.
Geez, they don't seem too keen to break that quickly.
Well, I think they kind of realise they don't perhaps necessarily don't have the need to at this stage. They've still got that 2-goal buffer.
Oh, the crowd seems to be filtering in a little bit now.
Yeah.
It's building up a little bit. I mean, he lost his marker, Sam. Sorry, go on.
Yeah. I think Costa's movement just there, that highlights exactly like the sort of Talay ball that they want to play where there's just positional freedom. Like, why is he playing as a six there? Like, that's a crazy thing. And but then he's the one who's able to then put a great ball through. Like,
Yeah.
it's a case of finding your position based on what else is happening around you, rather than basing what happens around you on the position you're in. If that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of the clear benefits, right? Like we talk about them getting exposed in transition all the time, but having a guy like Costa who's just allowed to like roam wherever and have the trust in other players to cover different positions.
Yeah.
Means you can just get on the ball better.
Okay, I'm not having that. Corey wants you to find the difference between these two pictures: golf and cricket.
Oh, message retracted as
Retracted.
well.
I can't even stand by it.
Test cricket is a great sport, and golf.
It is.
Major tournament golf is a great sport as well. Come on, punish them. Punish them. They've got to play it down. Go.
You got the man advantage here.
Yeah, you don't get to ask to play it out when you've just tried to go forward and attack.
Yeah, but they turned the ball over, Lockie, so it's their turn to, He was caught late, to be fair.
Yeah, he was, for sure. It was definitely a foul, and referee played advantage. Oh, yellow card. Anyway. Well, if you don't want to get yourself cancelled, don't come at us about cricket and golf. You're talking to two people with lots of English heritage in us.
There's nothing better than football's better, but then it's cricket is number 2. Test cricket.
Test cricket. Not the fancy bashing stuff.
The Big Bash used to be good fun, and now it's just like, I don't know, lifeless.
Cricket Australia want it to be the number 2 league in the world.
Well, I mean, it kind of de facto is, right, behind the IPL.
I don't think so. There was some stats, well, in terms of the quality of the players, that it was like 4 or 5 or something like that.
Really?
Like the English one, the Vitality Blast was ahead of it. And a couple of other those, I think, Middle Eastern ones. I mean, how often do you see like those top players like leave just before the final series because they're going away to like the UAE or something?
That's true.
Can I also just take a moment to admire that both teams have been able to wear their home kits in both legs?
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Game's back.
Should be standardized.
The game's back.
If there's not a clash, you wear your home kit.
Absolutely. Gee, they're playing it well here.
Quite a bit of pressing already as well from Sydney.
Yeah, there you go.
Costa's been doing a lot of work.
Yeah, well, they have to, eh? They have to force the issue.
Yeah.
Go, Caceres.
That looked pretty blatant to me.
That's a foul. It's... Klamala gave him a poor run, I think, so we had no choice but to try and win a foul.
Yeah.
Come on.
Caceres has looked pretty lively as well. God, how good is Leo Center on the ball?
That's so good.
So good to watch.
Douglas, flick him. Oh, wow, defender read him. That doesn't happen very often.
That's what happens when you don't just give him all the space in the world.
Oh, this is D Costa versus D Costa as well.
It is, yeah.
He had a great first leg, the Lion City player.
The other one.
The Portuguese. Centre is fouled again. Standard. Go on, Douglas. I really want Sydney to win just so we can have the video of Douglas Costa wins the Champions League.
Yeah, the views we'd get on that would be
Oh, soft. Soft.
it's not as many views as we get if Rafael Struijk wins the Champions League.
The Champions League, yeah.
But that would require Brisbane Roar.
So I was thinking about this the other
competent
earlier
football
today,
club.
right? Pali was talking about FM saves.
Yeah.
So on my Club World Cup save, maybe I go Brisbane so I can fit
Tap
in like
into that.
Well, you just brought the idea of Rafael Stroke to me, but also Ange Postecoglou.
Yeah.
Like Ange Postecoglou's old Australian team,
Yeah.
and have his big mug and actually use
Doing
like
what he
him as
never
the
could.
manager. Bring him back to the Brisbane Roar and then take him to the Club World Cup.
Oh,
final.
okay. Yeah,
That's my
his
plan.
Tottenham career has ended in disaster, so he comes back to his roots.
Ange Postecoglou has been sacked at Tottenham, so he's going back to Brisbane Roar to win the Club World Cup.
Because they're the only club that'll take him.
Yeah. But that's my new plan. I think that'll be good. That has a very good reason for picking a specific team.
It does.
And they're probably going to win the Spoon now as well this year. So
Well,
That helps.
there's an interesting one in you
go.
make up a custom database and rule set with what the APL suggested with the salary cap changes.
Oh, dear.
and use it as a thought experiment, like a what if.
well, if we tied it to revenue, that would be good
Yeah.
because then you could build up your revenue and actually increase the spending ability.
Well, I think that's what part of their statement said, right? Was that they were going to monitor the revenue for each club and determine the
Eventually, yeah.
spending.
That's what which is actually, I think, the biggest part of that story is
Yeah.
that they're actually saying that we want to move away from complete competitive balance eventually.
It's a good ball, or well defended.
Yeah, gee, that's a good header. They're really not clearing the ball effectively at all.
Sydney have been winning a lot of the second balls in the midfield, which has contributed to them just having this sustained pressure for a while now.
Costa's now playing like as an 8 almost. Ooh.
Yeah, I get that, Sam. It was in jest. It was in jest, Sam.
Really?
We're not seriously considering Brisbane would be the only club to want Edge.
No, Sam, that was a
That's
complete
not what
joke.
yeah.
We're just trying to get some Football Manager content.
Ooh, he did get him.
Oh,
That's,
yeah,
That's a
okay,
tough one.
but like he's the one playing the ball.
yeah. The assistant telling Talay to watch the big screen.
You got him on the. Oh, he did.
I have always wondered, former referee myself, what it would be like to be a referee where you have a big screen with instant replays and to look up and see your own decisions and be like, oh, yeah, okay, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Like, I wonder if they just ignore it completely. Or, I mean, clearly they're aware of it, right? So
Yeah, I mean it's crazy. Like I remember watching my first game in Europe, and it's like they just don't have replays on the big screen. It's like they
Yeah.
just have the teams up there. It's like what?
yeah.
I guess it's an Australian thing. Well, obviously, certain other countries would have it as well, but it's not all around the world. I did like. I don't know if you saw it in the Sidemen game when they have Mark Clattenburg, and he was just like looking at the replay and doing his own
Yeah.
VAR. That was funny. Would love to be able to do that. Oh, outside the boot.
I think it might be down to like broadcasting rights or something, probably, as to why it can't be shown in stadiums in
Yeah.
other parts of the world.
Inciting the crowd potentially.
Inciting the crowd.
I mean, same like the alcohol rule, right? They're not allowed to serve alcohol within few shot of a game that's happening
Yeah.
because they don't want the crowd to get too boisterous. Maybe.
Oh, that's some great football.
Oh.
He's offside.
Yeah. You're getting close. Getting close.
Oh, he's not far offside though. I'll tell you what. That's a tight one.
I mean, he missed it.
Yeah, he missed anyway, but
No, it's not an infrastructure issue. Like they have big screens, like with the digital capability. They just don't show
they just
the
keep
game.
the team lineups and a score.
Yeah. They do all the same pre-game stuff that we do, but just when the game is actually happening, they'll just leave like the players' names and numbers and like goal scorers and stuff up there.
I love having a replay screen to be able to just rewatch something.
Ooh.
I think it's great in the stadium.
How good are the new screens at Amy Park, by the way? Like they're curved around and they're massive.
I didn't notice, to be honest. But...
You probably haven't seen the old ones in a while.
Well, I was there for when were they put in?
Well, for the Women's World Cup.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
So I don't know if you've travelled before
I've only
then.
seen the new ones, yeah.
I guess, yeah, when I say new, like 2 years old, but
yeah.
I remember what the old ones were like, and these ones are a lot better.
Well, we used to only have the one, and now we've got one in each corner.
Yeah, and some more screens at the bars.
Plus one, the old one that's just left with just the team logos on it during the game. Like it would be in, like the Premier League or whatever.
All right, come on, Sydney. A goal before half-time is really important here.
They need it. Because Lion City will be looking at, if we can make it to half-time without conceding, like, the job's like 70% done for us, And that's with, super sub Segicic already on the pitch. You've worn the players out a little bit more. Douglas Costa wins another free kick.
But come on, Douglas. He can score from you.
Declan Rice.
You reckon he hits it?
Oh, they've taken it short.
Oh, Sega. He's got a left foot like a sledgehammer, as he said himself after the game on the weekend.
Did that take a deflection or was it?
I think it is.
It did, yeah. One of the players in the wall got to it. Which actually probably made it closer than it was going to be.
Yeah, I think you're right. He almost put it in.
Good corner.
On Douglas. Oh, look at that control.
The ability to work out of that space is incredible.
Well done. I mean, just hand it off to Caceres, who's very good at that as well.
Yeah.
Come on.
Klimala is not winning any of his aerial duels tonight.
Penalty. Oh, hit it. Charged down by Douglas Costa.
Oh. That's a fantastic ball.
Ooh. Lolly. Another corner. Oh, that's a bit of a push, no?
It was, wasn't it?
A little bit of a push.
Just a friendly one.
It's so funny, like, when we talk about A-League week to week, we talk about those kinds of decisions like, is it a penalty? Is it not a penalty? And then right now, like, I just don't care. I just give him the penalty. I don't care if it's a cheap goal.
Oh, that's a good header.
Wow, yeah.
Straight at the keeper. He's generated a lot of power on that, considering it's away from him. He's had to like sort of crane his neck to get to it.
Geez, they're just winning the ball back so quickly.
And it's like immediate, yeah. It's just...
They're going to have enough opportunities to win this, Sydney.
It's about, are the opportunities good ones, though?
Yeah, and can they take them?
So far, they've really only
Sega.
had like maybe one good opportunity.
Foul. Oh, dear.
Ryan Grant playing in the half space is a very weird thing to see.
Well, he's a centre half that's bombing forward.
Yeah.
He's like John Stones Square. Like, he's not just moving up into the midfield, he's moving up into the forward line.
Yeah, he's literally leading the line.
It's like as soon as they get possession, they just three at the back, he runs forward, but then they get into a four if they can, like on goal kicks and stuff.
Yeah. Really targeting the front post from these corners here.
Oh.
That was not the wisest option from Segacic.
He's just full of confidence right now. He's hitting anything that moves.
Yeah. Probably the best thing was to lay that off. I don't know who it was. Was it Caceres or someone?
Did you see that the AFC had a Congress? Oh, that's a good touch. No, not quite. The AFC had their Congress the other day and quietly kind of just slipped in that they're going to award not only the 2031 Asian Cup, but 2035 at the same time.
Interesting.
And those EOIs have now closed. So that increases Australia's chances of getting one in the next decade.
One of them. Did they say they were going to change the rules and award it to the same country?
Well, I don't know if there is rules in the AFC. There might be a vibe. I don't know if there's actually rules like FIFA.
Does it not alternate between like East and West?
No, I don't think for major tournaments. No.
Okay.
I mean, it's been dominated by the West AFC tournaments the last few years.
That's true.
Also, crucially, James Johnson met with someone from the Indonesian FA the other day, talking about the opportunity to host future major events together.
I did see that. World Cup.
Now, Sam Saudi already got one. They're hosting 27.
Yeah. Well, I mean...
And they're not part in the bidding process.
Nothing's stopping them from hosting it. Well, they're not part of the bidding process because they know they're just going to win it anyway.
They have not submitted a required expression of interest.
There'll be a write-in
for 31 or 35.
One of the AFC board will write them in as a...
I'm not sure about that, Shelma. But yeah, no, one of the key recommendations on how to avoid corruption in these things, how to avoid white elephants, and they always do it in the name of like giving people more time to prepare infrastructure.
Oh my goodness, Ryan Grant. Oh, he's offside. Surely.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Second offside goal for the Knights. He looked like he knew it. They'll wait for VAR.
Oh, he went way too early there.
Oh, yeah, he has. Jeez, he probably didn't need to as well. 2 offside goals.
Well, that's where it's, the instinct of a defender versus the instincts of a forward, right? Like a forward would know probably don't need to go that early.
Yeah.
Whereas a
Sam,
defender.
when you said offside, was that what you were referring to? That was like 2 minutes ago, I swear.
Sam's actually at the game.
Yeah, Blinkist is right as well. He's at that deep point where you can see across the line.
Yeah.
I guess he's not quite used to it, right?
Mm. And it is, people say, oh, but, he's a defender, so he knows how, an offside trap works and stuff like that. But it's like it's a completely
Yellow card,
different
please.
movement. That is a yellow, yeah.
Yeah. Why does he have a big lipstick stain on his neck?
That's one of the worst tattoos.
Is that a
I've seen.
tattoo?
I think it's got to be a tattoo. That's got to be a tattoo. That's up there with German Ferreira's diamond that he's got.
That's crazy. I mean, it's a clear yellow card. He probably actually talked his way into it.
Yeah. Just keep moving and you probably get away with it.
50 seconds ahead. Crazy. What is wrong with us? Our internet.
No, it's template.
Yeah, no, sorry. Yeah, you're right. Template, come on.
Get your act together, guys. Caceres has been so good this game. Now Costa's starting to do just a little bit too much.
Well, Manchester City have confirmed that Mary Fowler's done an ACL.
Yeah. Posted that in the group chat like an hour ago.
Oh, was it? Oh, I just saw the tweet. I haven't really been paying attention to the group chat. No, don't worry about spoilers. It's all good, guys. What are we? We're about 3 minutes away from halftime.
Oh.
Oh, what a ball in. Oh, Klamala.
You got to connect with that.
That was such a good ball.
Well-timed run. He's onside.
Oh, he's right
He just
there.
misses it. He just misses it. He just misses it. He's got to get onto that. It's definitely looking a bit more full than it was at the start of the game. Maybe Sam was onto something when they mentioned the traffic. Good ball.
Great ball. Oh, Patrick. He's just looked a bit out of touch, hasn't he?
Yeah. He's like great runs, good movement, but it's just touch is letting him down. He's not been able to get on the end of good opportunities. Caceres again.
Go.
Laid off. Oh my goodness. So
that was too hard a pass. It needed to just be softly laid out.
He's just put his foot through it, to be honest. The Segacic, that is. The whole... He's tried to curl that into the far corner. I think just put your foot through it as hard as you can.
Yeah, he's on his right foot. That's not the sledgehammer. Come on.
Work on your right foot then. Don't be so one-footed. In this day and age,
Well, it's his job, isn't it?
it is his job.
That's one of my favourite Roy Keane lines of all time. Well, it's his job,
It's
isn't
his
it?
job.
I saw lots of memes like that after Rory on the weekend. It's like putting the ball in the hole and all the emotion that was after it. It's like Roy Keane. Well, it's his job.
It's a job, yeah. You're supposed to put the ball into the hole. You're not supposed to miss. They're trying to bait Lion City into a press, but only the front line is going. I've noticed like the midfield unit doesn't join into the press, which means that Sydney are trying to create that space in the midfield for their midfielders for Caceres and for Leo Senna. But there just isn't any because their midfielders sitting in a low block anyway. And it's like they just can't seem to bait that press out of them.
Well, that is half time. 0-0 on the night. Lion City Sailors up 2-0 on aggregate. Sydney FC put the ball on the back of the net twice, but he's offside on both occasions. The Lion City Sailors are holding on to their advantage and looking at the moment good to go on and host the ACL's 2 final for 2025. Been a frustrating first half.
Yep. And it's not been as high intensity from Sydney as I thought they might be out the gates. I thought they might try and get a goal early and give themselves as much time as possible. But there's been more pressing than there has been recently from Sydney, but it's still not been quite the level I thought it would be.
But the thing is, like, how much can you even have intensity in a game like this? Like, they haven't really been pressing as much because Lion City haven't had the ball. They've been going long from goal kicks and just giving it back to Sydney straight away. It feels like, I think they were 62% possession when they flashed the stats up in like 15 minutes. I reckon since then it's been like 70 to 80%. Like, it's been ridiculous. I wonder what the stats say. Let me look that up. Okay, 64% total in that first half. It felt like more, honestly. They had so much of the ball. Yeah, hats off to the Lions, says Rhonda. The low block is working well. Giuseppe is trying to get a couple of digs in before Real Madrid Arsenal tomorrow morning. You know what's funny, actually? My dad didn't realise that the days of the week switched around this week, so he got up at 4:30 this morning to watch the Arsenal.
Always gotta check. Always gotta check. Yeah. Before you set that alarm.
Absolutely. Oh dear. I really would have hoped they could get at least one before half time.
They've made things very difficult for themselves now.
Yeah. At least with a 2-goal margin, as soon as you get one, like as long as it's not game over, you're always going to be in it, right? And have momentum. But if Lion City, I reckon next goal wins. I mean, I don't think Lion City are really ever a danger of scoring here, but
no. But conversely, I think that if Sydney get that first one now, they might stretch themselves a little bit too much, and that's when Lion City can hit in transition like they did in that first game.
Are they even going to push to try and score though?
I think they will if they concede. I
don't know. I see.
You don't reckon? I think that they won't push for it, but I think if they somehow win the ball back, or they can keep possession for more than half of a pass, then they will try and look to hit Sydney in transition.
I just think in a game like this where you have a second leg where you already have the advantage, you just have to commit hard and accept, like, even if we concede one goal, we're going to still stick with what we're doing because we can't afford to flip-flop around too much, and we're just going to commit. Maybe we get unlucky in one moment and concede a goal, but we still have to stay tight defensively and really like put the block to them. It's interesting. Let us know what you think of that first half. There's not really a whole lot to say, is there? I wonder if... I don't know. It's so hard to fit all these players into the same team, but Segatic in the middle definitely hasn't had the same impact. No. I think he's just so good off the right, but there's no way you're you're moving Douglas from that wing.
I mean, he's been playing as a 6 in possession at least for a lot of the game.
Well,
Be the
yeah,
first
maybe
to
you
receive
just
the ball.
yeah.
You know, just switch him. Just switch Segacic and
I
Costa.
reckon if okay, here's a question for you, right? What's Talay's first move if you get to like the 60th minute and they still haven't scored a goal, right? I reckon you got to look at bringing Anis Wahim on,
Wahim, yeah.
but not for Segacic in the middle. You bring him on for Lolly and let Segacic go wide.
Ground to the left. Interesting.
Or you can also bring on like a Corey Holman and do
Yeah.
the same thing, but move Caceres up the field into the 10 instead and
yeah.
still take Lolly off and move Segacic out wide. The thing is, Sam, they have been getting width. Like there's been times where Ryan Grant's been on the inside channel, making the inside run, leaving the space out for Douglas. Lolly's getting wide on the left side as well. They're just defending well. Like they're just a low block and they're really solid. Of course, you want to try and make the pitch as big as possible, but it's not always that simple.
Kucharski if Klimala doesn't improve.
Nah, not Kaczarski. I think you just got to back in Klimala, right? Maybe like 5 minutes.
I don't know. I mean, we both kind of mentioned he's not been up to standard so far.
That's why you need to give him another half. Just get clicking into gear. I mean, he played this time last week, right? I know he missed the weekend, but it's not like he's 4 weeks out from an injury and trying to come back in.
That Caceres chance was really outside of the offsides. Their only
Yeah.
good opportunity of that first half, Sydney. Yeah, lots of balls from that sort of area from Costa, with just nothing on the end of it. Whether it's Klimala making the run, whether it's somebody at the back post like a Joe Lolly, like there's just not been.
They're doing all
been a
right. They
target.
just need to get on the end of them in this final third. So we're getting PSG in the semi-final, right?
Correct.
They look a little bit of a different team to the one that we beat in the league phase.
Yeah, very different team. But we're also a different team. So
True.
would be a team heading in that had just beaten Real Madrid. You know, this Real Madrid team that, you know, many would have had as one of the favourites to make the final at the start of the competition. One of the best teams, supposedly man for man in the world.
We have Urian Timber, Thomas Partey, Declan Rice, and Gabriel Martinelli all on yellow cards. Like one yellow card away from a suspension.
But I didn't think Partey was playing. I thought he wasn't even going to Spain, right? That was the thing.
I'm not that tuned in to the selection news.
There's a whole load of controversy around that for obvious reasons.
Oh my God. Jackson Irvine's injured.
No, surely not.
Okay, so on the same day, Jackson Irvine, Mary Fowler both injured, Australian football financial crisis, Sydney FC out potentially of the Champions League 2, and Ange Postecoglou hours away from getting sacked. Someone hit the button. Slapped the wall.
Stretch fracture in his left foot after feeling pain prolonging the game against Kiel and is out for the time being. I love that the release says he will likely be replaced by his compatriot Conor Metcalf.
Oh dear. Today has not been a good day.
I mean, it doesn't sound too major.
He's been playing so well recently.
If it's a stress injury, it could be bad. It could be just a couple of weeks rest. But
My Rory optimism is quickly fading.
I was saying after that Adelaide Perth game, I didn't want to hear any of you complain about me being pessimistic again. And now you're seeing the why you should never be optimistic in the first place, because it's just doomed to fail. So it'll all come
Everything's
crashing
doomed to
down
fail.
eventually. It'll all come crashing down eventually.
I was chatting with someone the other day, actually from the PFA. This was after the Olympic announcement for the infrastructure on Perry Park and everything.
Yeah.
We're just chatting in the DMs about it. And I was saying, like, well, there's a little bit of a glimmer of hope because, you know, they've said something about potential upgrades for Perry Park, even though we're not playing football there. And he said something along the lines of, like, good to see that the optimism, like, this industry hasn't beaten the optimism out of here yet. I'm like, oh, okay, that feels very real.
Yeah. Yeah. You
Oh, and
eventually get
Blinkers
to the
just stubbed
point
his
where
toe
you
as
see
well.
Oh, that's, yeah,
Tragic.
that's a bad one.
That is the thing, Rondo, with Segacic, right? Can he play out of 90 minutes? Probably not. And look, he has to start. He scored 2 cracking goals in the weekend. But that is the thing. You're going to lose his super sub impact. Either way, you'd like decide. If they win, it's right. If they lose, it's wrong. So you just got to take a punt.
I think we're seeing the other side of this confidence coin as well from him, where it's like he's that one where it kind of fell to him in the box, but he was facing the wrong way. Rather than lay it off for a teammate, he tries to snapshot, turn, hit it, and it's like, is that really the best option there? You know, like,
Yeah.
it's confidence is a good thing, but it can sometimes make those decisions. You know, you make the wrong one in those situations. Got a Mariners fan in the stands there.
Mariners fan.
All right, they're back out for the second. Here we go.
Halfway there, living on a prayer at halftime is quite on the nose, don't you think?
It's halfway there for Lion City. There's a lot of work to do for Sydney. Random Mariners fan has been the highlight so far.
Come on, Sydney.
Well, we have Irvine for the June window, says Alex. They've not said how long he's going to be out, and the actual extent of the injury. It's a stress injury to his left foot, so that could be a long. Like if it's like a fracture, that could be a while. If it's just a muscle or a soreness thing, it could just be a week or two. But
usually at this point, you feel like they'd say out for the season if he was gone, right?
yeah,
As a club.
yeah.
But they
And
didn't
the
seem-
fact that I didn't see anything that said that he was going for additional scans or anything,
Yeah.
which would suggest it might not be that bad. It might just be like a muscle problem.
Hopefully just a couple of weeks.
He will definitely miss Sunday's clash. Worst case scenario could be several weeks. So make of that what you will.
What was that? Sorry?
Said definitely out for Sunday. Worst case scenario is several weeks.
Right. Okay.
But again, still doesn't actually say.
Yeah.
what.
Yeah.
Oh, no, here we go. So scans revealed. So he's had scans already. So yeah, if it was bad, they would have said how long he'd be out for sure. So should be all right come June, hopefully.
All right, I'm on the clock. I'm ready. Half time about to begin. Come on, Sydney. Into the cove this end. Get ready for some sick celebrations. Hit the subscribe button as well, by the way, if you're having a good time. We're 8 away from 900. If you click the subscribe button, we can get there tonight. I'm just saying.
I think most of these guys are...
Time is on. Yeah, they probably are.
not subscribed anyway.
It's the hardcores in here tonight.
That's right. It's only the mental ones that would watch this.
All right. Come on, Sydney. What time are you at?
45:28.
Okay, you're 3 seconds ahead.
That's all right.
You know what?
It's
I'm
a
going
lot
to do
closer than it was.
Oh, I think I've caught up actually. 40, 41.
Yeah.
Yes. Here we go.
That's good stuff.
I apologize. The stream clock is 3 seconds behind where I am. I probably should fix it, if people want to sync up.
Everybody in the stream is like a minute ahead of us anyway. Like, it doesn't matter.
I'm going to do the right thing. By our supporters. I'm going to restart it soon. Costa. Oh.
That's a great corner.
Oh.
Got to put it in. Oh.
There we go.
Who's that?
Clock
Ryan
is
Grant
accurate.
again. Ryan Grant has had 3 of the best chances this game. He's been offside for 2 of them.
Yeah, he has. You're not wrong. Oh, it was bobbling and he just stabbed at it.
Just stabbed, yeah. That's a handball there, yeah.
Someone's replied to our Instagram story with the link to the watch along, going, Sydney is screwed, not hopefully crying at the stadium right now.
Nice.
Sorry, Liam.
I thought you were going to say that they've replied with a link to the watch along saying you guys should watch this.
Oh, dear.
This is what I was saying.
Ooh.
This is what I was saying.
They scored that last week.
They're gonna look to hit on in transition moments like that. That's
Living on the edge. Oh, well done, Joe. Oh, that's great. Klamala.
great ball.
Oh, that was
Oh,
that
good
45-degree angle he's been good with.
Yeah, keeper closed him down well.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. That's the other thing, right? In the A League, is the keepers have not been fantastic this season, and a lot of them perhaps wouldn't have closed him down there. It would have given him that shot.
Yeah, no, keeper's done well. He went near post there, though, which is interesting. Oh, the keeper's left the far post open. If he gets the angle right there, I reckon that's a goal.
Yeah. That was the angle of the pass more than anything.
Yeah, you're probably right.
It was just a little bit too shallow for him.
Has he got a good left foot?
Get the turn on it.
I'm trying to think back.
Well, I mean, he hit that with his left foot.
No, that's what I'm saying, right? Like, is he just stabbing at it there? I don't know.
I feel like it doesn't matter, right, for a striker. It's that close to goal. You probably back yourself on either foot.
Really, but you can't really get your right foot around there, though, can you?
No. But that's what I'm saying. Like, even if his left foot's not great, he's
right.
Gonna,
okay, yeah.
You know, he's gonna back himself on it anyway.
Good defend. Oh, jeez.
Lay off.
Oh, that's a
Oh, that's
big
very
let off.
close.
Oh, gee,
I
they're
thought that
really
was going
running
in.
it Yeah, me too. Wow, that was such a good layoff. How did they score the 2 last week and not put any of those away?
You just use up all your luck sometimes, right?
Yeah. Wow. Big let off.
Ryan Grant there was stuck between a rock and a hard place because he either presses that first pass to try and stop the shot immediately, in which case it leaves that player at the far post open, or he sits back and potentially lets that first guy get a shot on a much better angle. Yeah, not a lot you can do there. That's the problem as well with playing with a double pivot that in Caceres and Leo Senna. I mean, Senna's more of a 6 than Caceres, but neither of them have been playing relatively deep, if that makes sense. Like, they've been looking to get forwards like that. Great ball.
Get there. Sticker. Oh, I didn't know where it went.
Lolly's just fallen over.
Ban the NRL.
Ban the NRL. And now Sydney's shape is all out
now
of
it's
whack.
3-on-2. They're completely stretched.
And it's the same sort of layoff.
Ooh.
Grant sits back. Oof.
Wow.
He did not hit that cleanly.
You're right. They're coming out. They're trying to score.
I told you.
Yeah, you're bang on.
You didn't believe me. You didn't believe that, 2 goals against Perth would be a good performance from the defence for Adelaide. Good ball from Costa. Straight at the keeper. They've completely, it's the Sydney shape is starting to fall apart now. They're just trying to throw bodies forward. So even where the point now where like that back 3 that they did have in possession is gone and it's just a back 2. Good football. That's always a tough one on your left foot. But still, Sydney are just winning the ball back. That's the thing. Like, they're still.
Yeah, as long as they have enough numbers in the rest defence to swallow it back up.
Well, the problem, and it's the age-old debate of can you even have a rest defence when you're playing relationist football?
Yeah.
Because the rest defence is obviously based in the positions that players find themselves in, and it's can you have an out of possession structure in possession when players aren't necessarily aware of where they're going to end up, if that makes sense. It's a constant battle they have to fight. It's something Talay's actually quite aware of, and he's spoken about a bit this season where he's like, we've had to try and make tweaks to it to and compromise perhaps some of that attacking freedom.
Oh, that's creative.
To give us just a little bit more to rely on defensively, but even then it's not been a great defensive showing all season from Sydney.
Another corner. Blinker says got to put Lolly back on the right, but I don't know. What is actually going on here? Because Costa seems to be on the left, but that might have just been how the last few minutes have played out.
Yeah, I think they're just... Perhaps this is an instructional thing of just trying to get certain players on the ball.
Where's Costa? He's got to be...
At certain moments. He's on the left again here.
So you got to make a run in there. Oh, that's just lazy, guys.
Well, because Lion City weren't playing that single man press in the first half. They were just sitting back. So the first half, you could play that pass, and it's just you just keep possession. But here, the striker's going to press you every time now.
Oh,
Yellow card
yellow
as well.
card.
I think more he might have, talked himself into that rather than for the actual challenge.
Oh, the referee hasn't even seen that.
No, I mean it is a foul, but he hasn't seen it. So maybe a word from the AR just going, it's been pulled over. I don't know.
What are they appealing for?
Are they saying VAR for what?
For a red card because he's hit him in the face or something. That's what they're claiming for.
He grabbed him and pulled him to the ground, yes, but I don't think there was more to it than that. Yeah, we've only seen the wide angle.
Oh, he turns around with his right hand and hits him somewhere.
He turns and grab. I think it's more of a grab than
Or like a push. I don't know. It's hard to tell.
Yeah, I think that's a yellow. I don't think there's enough in that for a red, to be honest.
Oh, he's getting sent off.
Like it's not because the thing here we have to remember as well is it's got to be violent conduct in that situation. I don't think that was violent conduct.
He's gonna see hand to head. That's what Asian
He is going to
referees
see
are
hand
like.
to head, but it's like a pulling motion rather than a. Oh,
Nah, the right hand.
the right hand does come around, doesn't it? Oh yeah, he might be off here.
Does he actually get him? It looks like
I don't know. I think it looks like he misses him.
They could very possibly send off Douglas Costa here. There's not conclusive evidence there that he hits him in the head.
That arm does come around though. There's a clear.
It does.
I hate to say intent, but
It's also I can't remember which A-League example it was like, but like because the guy's so low, like he's actually swinging at the line of his shoulder.
Yeah.
He's getting sent off.
Yeah, he's gone.
Oh my god. Wait, what's happening? No?
No.
Oh, we're playing on.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, well, Willie,
Why did he do that? I thought they just like say no.
I stand by my previous statement. Yeah, there's not enough in that for violent conduct.
Yeah, great analysis there.
Well, I think because the thing is right. It's like the force applied, but if he doesn't actually hit the guy, there's no force that's actually applied.
Wow. Okay. We play on. I thought that was as soon as he went to the screen, I thought he was gone.
Yeah.
And I was straight away I was thinking about the narrative of Costa being the reason that Sydney exited the competition. Not rest in peace. The game is alive, although we're vastly approaching that 60-minute mark where Talay will surely feel compelled to make changes.
It's mine is always a 65-minute mark in Football Manager. Bang on the subs every time, without fail. Got to give your players time to have an impact in the game. If you leave it too late, if you bring them on too early, they get tired. If you leave it too late, they don't have the chance to make an impact. It's a difficult one to, and if your team's, you don't want to also then completely shake up the balance of your side, of which Sydney has not had much in the second half, to be fair. So
Well done, Courtney Perkins. He's got no support.
nothing. That's just a wasted ball from Lolly. I can understand what he's trying to do, but even in a best case scenario, it leaves Klimala in a 1v3, and it's like you're just knocking the ball into a congested area. I get you've got to try and make something happen against a low block, but they just need somebody. Maybe it is a case of an Anas Wahim to come on to just try something a bit different.
Oh, a wild Paletti has appeared at the 60-minute mark.
That's,
I did say I was going to tune in if I could. I am coming to you from my motor vehicle as I had just finished calling NPL Women's New South Wales action. It was a very exciting midweek contest. Sydney University getting their first win of the season. Unlike another Sydney side, and I'm guessing based on the scoreline, I haven't missed a whole ton in the preceding 60 minutes.
Douglas
two
Costa
offside
almost got
goals.
sent off. There were 2 offside goals.
2 offside goals. No, I did see Douglas Costa almost getting sent
Oh,
off.
Sega! Oh.
Good hit. Oh.
Not a bad
Did
effort.
that take a deflection? Because that looked like that was
I
going
think it
top
just
corner.
moved.
Gosh, how far behind am I on the stream? Gosh.
Yeah, lucky enough, finally managed to sync ours up.
Yeah, we're synced up now. We're good.
It was like 50 minutes of...
Gucci.
At one point, I was like 25 seconds ahead.
Come on, Sydney.
I still haven't seen this Segacic
Penalty.
strike.
There's no penalty there, Lockie.
Gosh, how far
Fight for
behind
it.
am I? I literally just clocked over the 61-minute mark, so I'm probly like at least a minute
61?
You're
behind.
ahead.
You're ahead.
I'm ahead, am I?
Where's
That's why you've not
60,
seen the
50?
chance.
You got to pause it, Pletty.
It's 10 play. I can't pause it.
We
managed to make it work. If you don't do it for too long, it should be okay.
No, I can't pause it. It's not giving me an option on my phone to do so. Yeah. Anyway.
Sounds about right. Just don't react.
Yeah, you're too far ahead. You actually can't react.
You're about as far ahead as the rest of the stream is.
Yeah,
so
probably.
you'll be able to react to their comments
on,
in
Lolly.
real time, and we'll be.
Penalty! Oh, that's a penalty!
Oh, that's.
He's tripped him.
Did he actually make contact?
Oh, it looked like it. I want to see a replay of that.
Yeah, that does look convincing, but I don't think it's going to be given.
Yeah, Shelmore, I think it must be PC.
PCN.
Oh,
Yeah, you're not
he
giving
goes.
that.
Nah, it's not a penalty, is
Not
it?
giving that.
Oh, nah. He does. He
doesn't
I
even
actually
touch
don't
him.
think he makes contact.
No, he doesn't touch him.
That's a yellow card simulation if the referee sees
Yeah.
that clearly. You post.
Again, near post targeting that, and nobody can get onto it. It's just the Lion City player has just injured himself, fallen to the ground. I shouldn't laugh, but has he concussed himself?
I didn't even hear. I didn't even see that.
He was just running along behind. Was it like Popovic, whoever was trying to sweep that ball up, and he like must have got his like foot stuck or like tripped or something, and he's down holding his head now. So I don't know if he like hit it as he fell. Here we go.
There's Joel King just running for the ball.
Because he's just running, and then this guy just falls behind him.
Oh, he gets a boot to the head.
Oh,
Oh, that's pretty brutal.
Yeah, that's. He does. Yeah, he just loses his footing, and
I mean, the
There's no
Sydney
way
players
that-
clearly just haven't seen him actually take contact.
yeah. Surely Grant would have felt that though, like his.
Yeah, it's a bit outrageous for this Lion City players to be suggesting that that's anything.
That was deliberate. Yeah.
I've just seen a bunch of people post on Twitter criticizing the ref, but you have to stop the game there.
Yeah.
As long as it's not a foul. I didn't see. He hasn't given a foul, has he?
I don't think so. No.
That would
a
be
head
an
injury. You've
astronomically
gotta stop
poor
it.
decision.
Well, while we've got this momentary break in play, Lockie, did you see the suggestion that I left in the chat probably about a couple of minutes after kickoff?
I did. I think I commented on it, but I can't remember what it was now.
It was no. You should have two
Oh,
scores
yeah, the
on
aggregate
stream,
score.
the game score and the aggregate score.
Yeah, I went on a bit of a rant about how that's really difficult to do.
What you mean? It's not as simple as copying and pasting assets.
No.
If you gave a response, I did not see it because I literally, as the players were coming back out, was when I sent that, and then I just literally turned the stream back off.
All right, 65 minutes. We're going to have changes now.
Yep. Look at this press from Lion City. They want this now. They can smell blood. It's funny because this is what Sydney were trying to bait them into doing in the first half. And now that they're doing it, they've kind of switched the way they're playing and they're trying to play a bit more direct, and it doesn't work.
So be careful what you wish for.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to propose a question, and chat, feel free to get in on this as well. If Sydney FC were to not find a way to win this game, they were to go out in the semi-finals of the ACL 2, does this have the potential to go down as one of the worst days in Australian football when you add in Mary Fowler's ACL injury and Jackson Irvine picking up a foot injury that'll rule him out of the foreseeable future as well?
There's other things you can add on to that as well.
I think considering the fact that we have had days in Australian football that have caused fans to en masse completely rebel against the governing bodies, I think there have been worse days, yes.
Hence why I said one of the worst.
Yeah, fair.
There have been worse days. This is one of the poorer ones.
In terms of on-field stuff, definitely. There's those injuries, potential for Sydney to be out of a tournament that they would have hoped to have, probably won.
Because, I mean, it was all... so there we go. We got one change. So Joel King coming off. And has been replaced by Thiago Quintal.
Something.
I watch the game on a stream that's smaller than the size of my hand.
That's a very aggressive change, to be fair.
It is, yeah.
They've got to.
They need to do something.
They've got to get a goal from somewhere. So where do you get it from? You got to take a defensive player off, and that's you can't be doing that.
You're so far ahead of us, buddy.
Yeah, that's not a good phrase to be uttering. Oh no, I do agree with that entirely. It's just pushed him over.
And the replay looks worse.
It's just pushed him for no reason.
You can never be doing that.
He wins the ball there every time anyway. He's ball side of the defender. He just runs into him. It's
That's
poor.
Silly. Goal here would probably seal it for Lion City, you'd think.
Oh yeah, a goal here and it's over big time.
The position of the free kick, I'm gonna say he's gonna try to send it direct towards goal. He's not gonna try and set up a.
I reckon he'll put it back post. Although they've actually got
Field
three
goal
at the back post.
Oh,
he's gone direct, and then up and under. Oh, of course, Paletti is going to guess correctly. They're a minute ahead. They've seen it happen. That's
cheeky. All right, we're really running out of time now.
That's what 22-ish minutes by stoppage time.
Yep.
Nice header. Come on, Patrick.
Certainly looks like a decent crown for a midweek fixture.
It didn't at the start, let me tell you.
It was horrible at the start.
It was empty.
Oh, what kind of a ball is that? That's a waste. D. Costa, man of the match.
But the other one.
If you're Sydney FC,
oh,
you get bounced out in the Champions League 2, and you don't make finals. Like, surely this season has to go down as a failure, right?
If they don't make finals, oh yeah, absolutely,
100%.
And you have the fact that the women's side missed the finals for the first time ever in the history of the W League.
Yeah, I saw something
what's
on
the W League. What's that?
Oh, sorry, the A League women. My apologies. Still one of the more baffling pieces of marketing decisions the APL has ever made, and that includes blowing $140 million. But yeah, I've never understood the need to change it. But anyway, yeah, like literally, they made the finals every single season. Prior to this season, the lowest they had finished was I want to say third or fourth. And third sounds about right. So they never finished outside the top 3 or top 4, which is insane. Like, you just think natural variance would suggest that at one point or another you're going to finish outside in 17 years. To do it so strong.
Grant!
Just be so strong.
Why is it Grant with the best?
He's
like
always
he's been
getting
the
in
best
those
attacking
spots.
player of this game.
What, don't you remember Ryan Grant's left nipple, Jacob?
I do now. Thank you for reminding.
Goes down in folklore.
Oh. See, that's Sega again.
It is Segachich again. To be fair, that's the most difficult one.
He
That's
was,
a tough
yeah.
one to
But
get to, but-
he's missed it by a fair way.
Yeah. But on your point there, Paletti, about Sydney missing finals, I saw a comment under where it was like the A-League W post about, our finals is locked up, here's the teams. I saw someone comment and they're like, oh yeah, and if MacArthur and Adelaide can pull some results together, we won't see any Sky Blue teams, or any of the Sky Blues, in either final series. I was like, that's a lot to ask for MacArthur and Adelaide to get results in the men's. Like,
Oh.
Costa's
running
scared.
a
He's
fine
scared
line
of doing
now,
that again. Yeah.
I mean, Sydney play Newcastle on Sunday. The Jets need to win to keep their slim hopes alive.
They're gone.
I said slim hopes, and not mathematically eliminated yet.
Jets are gone.
Jets have more chance than Adelaide. At
I had
this
this
point.
discussion with
This is
Chris on Chris McPherson show the other day. Jets are gone. They had to play like Sydney, Western Sydney, and Victory. They're gone.
Jeez, that's almost as tough a run home as what the Jets faced in the women's competition, where it basically went Melbourne City, Melbourne City, Western United, Melbourne Victory, followed by Central Coast Mariners. They had a brutal run home in their last 4 games in that competition.
The Jets
as
women
well.
also didn't help themselves by having a player sent off every third match. Like, that's...
I mean, it still baffles me that it was what is it? It's prior to this, and like I know you have to put the disclaimer: 12 game seasons, 14 game seasons. But
Handball.
The previous highest number of red cards by a team in the A-League women was 2 in a season. The Newcastle Jets have 8.
Yeah, that's mental.
That's insane.
They could hit double digits here, and I lucky want it to happen. Just for the chaos. Just for the lols.
Oh,
Well, I mean, if they
another
keep going at the
classic-
rate they are, they're in with a chance.
Another classic from a club admin here, Sydney FC. 67th minute, Tiago Quintal makes way for Joel King. Well done.
Cool. Got it the wrong way around.
Got that the right way around.
There was a Socceroos game at the Adelaide Oval years and years and years and years and years ago. I remember going to, and the ground announcer got every single substitution the wrong way around. Every time, every single one was the wrong way around.
Oh dear.
I think was it against like New Zealand or someone maybe? Like a long time ago
Oh,
now. What a save!
Oh yeah, I'm like 40 seconds ahead of you today. Far out.
That's a great save.
I was waiting for the reaction.
How
I
does
was
that
like,
not
no,
go in?
Another
I
on
am
the break.
so far ahead. My word. 10 play can implement a pause and not even a rewind feature. I'll take a pause feature at this point.
Well, I was saying all streaming services need to have a watch with a friend feature where it syncs it up.
I will
needs
say
to be a
that is
thing.
one of the things that I did like during COVID about Disney Plus was
Yeah.
the watch with a friend feature, and I was watching plenty of movies with friends. Sort of had the Discord go calling on one end, and the movie's going on the other end, and it was nice.
All right,
what's
squeaky
this about
bum time now.
What's this about a stub toe? Blinkers fishes?
Lolly! Oh my god!
They are creating so many chances now.
This goalkeeper.
He's having a great game. He's
That
been
is
possessed-
exceptional. That's the
he's-
Klamala header.
He's been possessed by Donnarumma.
Oh, it's Klamala again. Oh no, then Lolly. I mean, Lolly's is a bit central, but come on.
This is This is madness. They've got to score at least one. and then it's
Lollie's
game
was central,
on.
yes, but he still had to like. That's just a pure instinct save.
Yeah.
Like it's just because Lolly could have gone either way there. He just had
Unbelievable.
to- He does not. I don't mean any disrespect, but I see that he doesn't look an imposing goalkeeper, does he? Right? Like he's
No, well, he's
looks,
quite
looks
a small
pretty
guy.
looks pretty small, and he's pulling off some great saves.
Come on, Sydney. Need a hero now.
I need a hero.
May as well shoot Douglas.
Yeah,
Oh,
he has.
shot.
I mean, I don't know where you are in the stream, but he did shoot.
Yeah,
Oh, dear. Okay. I'm feeling less confident now.
see where that optimism gets you, Lockie.
Coming from the Adelaide fan, yeah.
Yes,
that
exactly.
makes sense. But no, 14 minutes plus stoppages to go here at the Sydney Football Stadium, and where are they even going to get one goal from at this point, let alone two?
They've created the chances for it.
Just need to put it away.
I wonder if at this point, I know it's a very dangerous game to play, but do you try and play for a penalty to get one and then just continue to load, or do you just try to get one any way you possibly can?
Well, I think I don't think they care how it comes, to be honest, at this stage, because I think one will open the floodgates for him, but.
Ryan Grant looking very unhappy.
He always looks unhappy.
It looks a little bit more frustrated than usual, though, I will say. There's a nice header there from Grant, but I would explain the frustration.
Good.
I didn't see who got on the end of it.
Corner, no?
No, I definitely went out of a Sydney player.
Yeah, okay.
Like I said, I'm pretty sure it was Grant.
It's a good ball from Caceres.
Yeah, it's a Lolly, eh?
Caceres has been so good this
He
game.
has, yeah.
Been really one of the only players to generate a lot of chances. Whether it was that individual chance the first half, these balls have been put in the box has been good, but
Yeah, that's the thing, Sam. They don't need to score 3. Just get 2
Just
and
need
get to
the
extra
2.
time.
Well, I would like them to score 3.
You can
So
go
do I,
drive
considering-
home, though. In the
considering I'm waking up at 4:30.
Yeah,
but-
fudge. Forgot about that as well.
Yeah, but I don't want to leave you two here all by your lonesome on the stream. That's why I...
Hey, we held up the first hour.
we did all right.
Yeah, I'm not saying you didn't do it. I'm just saying I did say I was going to pop on, and I feel committed to the end now. And so I want them to score 3 so I can get in the car. And well, I'm in my car, so I can drive home.
Oi! High boot! That's
I
offside.
think
as
the
well.
concern is more that he was caught than the actual high boot. But
Come on, Sydney.
Ding, Max, you in the comments. Come on, you sailors. For the Western Sydney Wanderers badge, come on. It's got to be for the good of all Australian teams, mate, for the
No,
coefficient.
I understand Western Sydney fans not wanting it.
Yeah.
I can appreciate that. That's the save for the keeper. It's getting frustrating now. I would have loved to have actually seen some Western Sydney Wanderers shirts in that Sailors away end.
I was gonna say I was waiting for one or like a cap or something. Like peak pettiness to show up to your rival's game to support a team from
to
overseas.
hate watch them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, does it count for Wellington fans turning up to Auckland away games to cheer against Wellington? To cheer against Auckland?
Yeah, that is pretty funny, to be fair. I think there were a few Adelaide fans who did that in the 2016 season as well, with that Brisbane victory game and the last game of the season, where needed anything but a Brisbane win. And so were they actually supporting victory, which is a crazy thought, because Adelaide had played City earlier.
Yeah.
earlier that week, and so some just stayed on and went to that game to support victory. Which it's the only time that sort of
Yeah,
thing.
imagine Adelaide fans supporting victory. Gosh.
Well, when a title's on the line, that's
Oh dear. Good
wide
luck.
open. Oof.
Come on, Sydney.
I know I've only seen about 20 minutes of this game, but this has looked very, very dire for the
It's
Skyboys.
4-2. Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Can't say they're not taking the risks.
Well, and they've created the chances in the last 10. They've just not put it in the back of the net.
Yeah, you're right, Clutch. This does not look good. We're into the 81st minute now, so 10 minutes plus injury. It's.
I can see Sydney scoring, but it will be in stoppage time, and they won't quite have
that's the
enough
thing
time
they
left
need
to rally around it. Oh, he's absolutely sold
Oh,
two of them
wow.
there.
I just got flashbacks, Jacob, when you said that to who was it? At the Olympics, the USA game. Alana Kennedy just put the
Yeah.
ball wide in stoppage time. I literally just got flashbacks to that.
All right, surely we have to see like Waheem or something off the bench soon.
Yeah, what's going on there? Why is he not come on?
Quintal. Come on, Costa. Just rinse someone. He got lucky with
How has he won a free kick
He's
there?
absolutely sold the ref down a river there.
he's looked up, seen the balls. He's not going to get the
Yeah,
ball,
and
and
then
then just
gone down.
thrown himself to the ground.
He hasn't been caught at all. Hasn't even been touched.
That's crazy.
That was a very nice strike there by Sky Halmerick for NWS Spirit, as I have continued my NPL New South Wales Nuffrey as well. I just pulled that game up for a moment to check on the score. The second of the two midweek games in that competition.
Okay, bloody.
Well, it's more entertaining than what's going on here, isn't it?
It's tension though. Come on,
There is
whip it in.
tension. It's the future of Australian football on the line.
For the coefficient. What is the coefficient at?
Don't worry, I've got some thoughts for our Friday episode of the podcast on the future of Australian football in Asia with today's news.
Kind of hope I can make it now with
about the changes.
with all the news that's come in.
Proposed changes to the salary cap. So make sure you tune into Friday's episode of the Roundball Australia podcast
Come on. Corner.
with the CBAs coming up for both competitions at the end of next season. I can imagine there's going to be quite a dispute between the PFA and the APL.
That ball was so good. Who was it that hit that? Is it Quintal?
I'm not
Handball?
sure.
Yeah, I might not even say anything. I might just not come back from my lunch break tomorrow. Got to do the podcast.
You're on your own.
Well, we might
Hey,
need you. I think Christian said he's actually
I've worked
might
weird
be out.
hours, so I might be able to swindle it.
What, you don't want to do the podcast just with me, Lockie?
Well, we always try to get 3. It's nothing to do with any one individual. Minimum 3 people on the pod always seems to work out quite well.
Although some of our top rating ones have been just you and I.
One of
so
our top rating ones.
we count it.
To be fair, it's probably actually not that high rated anymore.
No.
Oh, Sydney back on the attack here.
Can't even remember what it was we discussed and why it went.
It was something about the future of the league.
Yeah.
Some big holistic topic. It was like the first like overall season review something or another.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, like the first of like 3 parts or whatever that we did. Good ball.
Come on, Lolly.
Touch. Beat your man.
Penalty?
I don't like that. Nah, he was going down before.
Dragged him down. I don't know. That
Free
was
kick
more
here.
of a penalty than what others have been.
It's a good ball.
Grant,
Ryan
hit
Grant
it.
again.
Oh!
Oh!
Come on! Ooh, jeez,
Come
hit my
on.
microphone.
That's a good hit.
That was a beautiful strike by Lolly. I've just been waiting,
Great
and
restraint.
waiting,
Come
and
on,
waiting.
Sydney.
Well played, Paletti. Well
Let's
played.
go. Oh, they've allowed themselves just the minimum amount of time to
So what
try
have
and
we
get a
got?
second.
So I'd
Onside.
imagine with stoppage time, probably looking at about 10 minutes to try to find a second. Oh, they're going to draw it right down to the wire here, the Sky Blues.
Ryan Grant assist.
Come on. Yeah, Ryan Grant, centre forward. That's a great finish.
That's a very good hit.
Lolly,
Okay,
I'm
I know
sorry I
he's-
suggested you get benched.
I know we've talked about the casualness of some of Sydney, or not just Sydney fans, but some A-League fans in the past. How many people, like, I'm not sure what's going on the screens inside the stadium, but if there's not like an aggregate score on the screens in the stadium, how many people do you reckon are going to leave here with
Thinking
a
Sydney
1-0 with a
won.
1-0
People
win?
aren't
and
that
think
stupid.
Sydney are
People aren't that
advancing?
stupid.
Lockie, you seriously underestimate people. Like, people are that stupid.
Come on. Hit it. Oh.
Imagine, no, I just imagine it getting to 2-0 and people being like, okay, they've won, and then not realizing there's going to be
And
another
leave.
30 minutes of play.
Well, that should actually, that win is a win for the coefficient, even if it's just 1-0. It counts as a win in this game. Get to some coefficient points.
Does it? That's interesting.
Yeah,
So
it
it's not
does.
by the full fixture. It's just by
No.
each
You
individual
get
game.
win, draw, or loss for each individual fixture at the end of normal time,
Right.
and then bonus points for qualifying for the next phase. Come on, Sega. Got to push this to extras now. Oh,
He's just trying to do too much. He's gone back and forth about 4 times there. This guy looks huge. They're bringing on. That might have just been the camera angle, but
bit of a Rob Holding substitution, this one.
he was enormous.
Dangerous balling for Sydney. What can they do with that?
Clutch race is a very interesting point there, Lockie.
Oh, my God, the goal. Sorry, I got too excited. 2-1.
This is why, Paletti, an aggregate scoreline wouldn't work, because it would require
come
Lockie
on.
to be paying attention.
Oh.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. I'll cop that.
Sorry, to be honest with you, I'm trying not to look at the chat too much because I know there was spoilers that came through for that last goal. I'm trying to balance it.
I didn't notice. I've got it off to the side, peripheral vision. I see things coming through, but I don't know what they say. So I will say the Cove have turned up decently well.
They have for sure.
Like, so can't fault them.
Come on, Sydney.
Speaking of active support, actually, I don't know if you guys have seen the North Terrace have been doing a fanzine recently.
A what?
A fanzine.
What's that?
Well, I
fan-
saw their
like a
second
magazine thing.
edition of that
Oh.
today. I didn't read
Yeah.
it, but I did see them posted on
They're,
socials.
it's not. Look, it's not the most in-depth pieces of
Oh.
writing you will ever read.
Oh, Costa!
But I think I love a good bit of fan made media. I think that stuff's awesome, and they got like cool like archive photos from like the Olympic Park days and stuff, which is cool.
That's
That would otherwise just like you wouldn't be able to find them.
Oh, that's such a weak foul. Come on.
Yeah. Something more fan group should be doing, I reckon. It's just a cool way to communicate with the fan base as a whole, I think.
Come on, Sydney. A few more minutes. We're into the 89th now. 90th minute. Desperation. Up to the maximum.
Ryan Grant again.
He's getting stuck in, isn't he?
He is the target man for him at the moment. They're
This has
putting
got
up-
Adrian Segacic rocket written all over it. I'm just
Does it, though?
saying.
He's been pretty poor this evening.
Doesn't matter.
I mean, I'm torn because on one hand it probably should be, but on the other hand, he's been playing for too long. He needed to come off the bench for for that to happen.
Well, who was it in the chat made that exact comment earlier, saying, "Does Segacic have a full 90 in him?"
Go, Caceres.
Do you think I've been reading the chat since before I tuned in, Jacob?
Ball across. Ryan
Well, no,
Grant.
I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying it is a point that has been raised.
How much extra time are we going to get? Come on,
4.
at least 5 minutes. Costa, shoulder of the box. 6 minutes, lovely. Okay, we
Jeez,
take those.
all right.
Oh, that was nice.
Oh my goodness.
Grant, fudge. Come on, Sid. This is such a big 5 minutes. Oh my
6
god,
minutes
this is so big.
6 minutes of stoppage time.
Oh.
Oh.
So pushing it. It's
I'm sorry, chat. I'm hiding you away just for these final few minutes. Because every time I look over, I just go, "Oh, there's clearly not been a goal."
In
There's
other
no
words,
message.
now you can write all the mean
Yeah,
things you
right.
have to say
Everything
about Lockie.
you've ever wanted to say mean about me, I don't mind. See, goal kicks just straight out of bounds. They can't hold possession. Come on, Sydney. Someone on the bench has just done something with the ball.
Sound of the train in the background adding to the ambience there.
yes. I'm right near. Well, I did call the game at Belmore, so that would be the. I should know my Sydney.
Train lines.
I should know my Sydney train lines. I'm not
Ball
too far
across.
from Belmore Sports Ground actually, so
Yes,
it's
go.
right around the corner. If you're familiar with
Cross it in,
Belmore, quite
Caceres.
often balls will end up on the train tracks at different points.
Play back. Corny Perkins. Again, Costa's come central.
Costa. Get it wide. Bring it in. Oh.
He's got to
Rhino.
cut back.
Oh.
Cut back onto his left there, surely, Lolly.
Caceres. Oh. Jeez, they're just trying to muscle their way through. Oh, now they're exposed. You got a hold on the inside, Jordan. Oh, Popovic, good recovery. Oh, I just got a corner flag.
Reminds me of when me, you, and Will would play that new EAFC game, mate. I can't even remember what it's called now.
What, FC20? Oh, Rush.
Rush, that's it. And it was like, you cover, you go here, we do this. It was good fun.
We should
We
do
need to
that in the off season, actually.
Yeah, 100%. We need to be playing more in the off season, I reckon. I haven't touched it in months.
No, neither. I remember I gave one of those videos to Ross right before he left, and then we just kind of forgot about it.
I think the last time I played it was like the before Unite round.
Gosh, that was November. Jeez,
Yeah.
that's
It's been a while. Been grinding another game instead.
That's a poor pass.
okay. Well, it's not going to be Segacic, I can tell you that, because Anas Wahim is taking his place here in the 94th minute. So
That's a very late
Spoiler.
decision.
what do you expect Anas Wahim to do with 3 minutes? Like,
So get yourself. He won't be scoring tonight.
Yeah, that was a poor performance from him. But then, again, it could be just a case of let's temper expectations a bit, because he has been fantastic, but you're not going to be 100% on form every game.
No.
So.
Oh, go Costa. Dish.
Good. Closed immediately.
That's a free kick.
Though.
Just give it the free kick. Give it the free kick. Surely they don't want to play on
Too
here.
long now.
Surely they don't want to play on.
If he comes to a stop,
yeah, that probably should have advanced.
Blow the free kick. They don't want to play on.
Well, the problem is that I think Costa did want to play on. I just think he got stopped in front of him. So, like, if you're
Come
the
on,
referee,
Joe.
you have to.
Inside on his left foot.
If you're the referee, you probably need to blow it there.
Lolly scores that last
Sorry, I
season.
can't hear you. I've knocked my headphones out.
Now we say all the things that we have to say about Lockie.
Lockie is a bad leader at Round Ball
He
Australia.
was terrible. He has no leadership qualities whatsoever. He's a terrible host of podcasts and live streams. That's
Oh, there we go.
Well, they've been saying nice things about you, Lockie.
that's
brief
right.
absence,
Only
don't
nice
worry.
things.
60 seconds. Yellow card for the goalkeeper.
Classic.
You take that all day, every
Would
day.
would it not be a corner under
Yeah,
proposed
yeah,
rules?
yeah. Oh no, that's when.
Oh no, that's when they're
holding
holding
the
it.
ball.
Hey, yeah.
Probably last roll of the dice for Sydney.
I feel like the keeper holding onto the ball thing for too long. A lot of the time, it's caused by infringements from attacking players anyway.
Waheem, dish it wide.
There's just nothing for him. No options.
Nah, no one's giving him anything. Get it left. Go. No, just give it a Costa on the wing. Make something special happen. This is your moment. This is what all the money was for.
There he hits it in the defender.
You got to have a little bit more time.
I think it's over, Lockie. I think it's over.
No, come on, Quintal.
They'll have this attack.
Oh, come on, trip over, penalty. Oh, it's a goal
It's
kick.
a goal kick.
Oh,
That's it. That's got to be the game.
that's it. Oh,
Game over.
Game over. Lion City Sailors advance 2-1 on aggregate, and competition that was not quite. I don't want to say tailor-made for Sydney to win, but once Valejaman, once that incident happened, you felt it was set up for Sydney FC to make it to the final, and they've fallen short. Tough away trip from home, and only one goal on the.
see you, bloody.
Yeah, Pallady's just died.
Not enough to fall
Well, that's a disappointing night.
for a second there, I believe.
Um,
Yeah, it's not great.
It's I say actually it needs a rerun because Lion City shouldn't even be here in the first place. So it's not It's well played by them.
yeah. Oh, absolutely. Well, very, very well deserved.
It's a huge moment for them. Look at how much it means to them.
So it's very hard to come away from home and turn up, absorb shot after shot, chance after chance, and only concede one.
That's keeper's man of the match, surely.
Oh,
That
yeah,
was such
keeper
a
was
great
extraordinary.
performance. That was a fantastic performance from him.
They scored 2 great goals in the first leg, and it was a pretty heroic effort. Bailey Wright at the centre of it, of course. The Australian. We will have an Australian in the AFC 2 final.
That counts for something.
ACL 2.
Add that to the coefficient.
It is a win on the
Number-
night, so the coefficient was slightly successful today. 1-0 on the night, 2-1 on aggregate. I'm a bit sad now.
It's a bit deflating, isn't it? But
Yeah.
that's why you don't get your hopes up.
What a sad life.
It's the hope that kills you, Jacob.
It
It's
is,
the hope
it
that
is.
kills you.
And that's the problem is I buy into it. I do, but I will admit I do buy into it. And it's England, like the World Cup or the Euros. I buy into it. I tried not to, and then I do, and then I'm let down every time. And it's like, that's why I was saying, I'm nervous about Arsenal's game in the morning now because it's like it's 3-0, but I've been there too many times. Yeah.
All right. Well, I think we're going to wrap up now. I don't think we're going to do a big closer. We can just let that one sit. I think it's quite clear how we all feel.
Yeah.
We can that can be they'll have to tune into the podcast if they want our thoughts on our
Yes, well done.
on that game.
Well, we're going to go to sleep. Jake and I are going to wake up in the morning and hopefully have a much better time.
Come on, Arsenal.
Come on, Arsenal.
Come on.
Thank you, everyone, for watching. We appreciate it as always. Congratulations to Lion City. I know there are a few fans in the chat. They played a very extraordinary semi-final and they get to now go and host a final of the competition. So
Huge.
Massive for them. Congratulations. Unfortunate Sydney FC. We thought it was going to be their time. And now they got to fight for the top 6 in the A-League. That's starting with the week. Who are they playing the weekend? It's the Jets, isn't
the Jets.
it?
We already talked about this. Yeah. I mean, that's one way to... Yeah, it's only one way to try to get yourselves back into form is to play the Jets at home. But I mean, it's
You'll be deflated after that one. It's impossible not to be.
I was going to say I'm not confident that Sydney will pull out a result. There's a lot of football in a short period of time, and yeah.
On a positive note, it does mean that there won't have to be any weird schedules coming into finals, right?
Yeah, true.
You know, they won't have to try and fit things around each other. It'll just be plain sailing from here. So,
plain sailing. And good night.
Good night. We'll end it there. Yeah.